All right, Brent Porcio, TopVelocity.net. Pretty excited. Another 90-plus testimonial this summer, 2018. We got Albert Baez here. Came into camp. When did you come into camp?
June 1st, June 2nd camp, so 2 months ago.
2 months ago. Wow,
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Not expected. I don't really feel like I'm expecting guys in 2 months to make gains. I mean, make big gains. I mean, make gains, but not make big gains. Specifically breaking 90, which is cool. So, had you at camp at 80. Actually, I had 83.5. Yep. So we had you at camp. Yeah. So, just recently, you broke 90, which was awesome. We got the video too. You can watch. It was pretty cool. It was a moment where in the facility, a lot of stuff going on. Had a lot of guys, and you were what? You were just working up through your drills, and you wanted to go and see where you were.
I started with my linear drills today, and then I decided since today was my last day here, I wanted to work the lateral drills and see what I could get to. I wanted to see where I was at just to measure it, and I ended up hitting 90 today. So it was a pretty happy moment for me and pretty awesome, honestly.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing. Yeah.
I mean, you're like, Dad's coming down to get you, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, I hit 90. Like, he'll like to hear that. Right?
Yeah. I called him as soon as I did it, and he was pretty happy. You know.
That's good. He was like, well, it paid off.
Yeah. It was an investment. You know. He's just happy to see me do it because he's seen me work so hard, and it's just an awesome moment.
It was cool, and we were just literally like 2 minutes before that. Kale and I were looking at you going. Well, Kale was saying, he was like, man, look how he separates. Like how holds contralateral and he transfers it well. You just weren't driving. And right. Kale said if he could just drive, he'd throw 90. I was like, yeah. And I said, Albert, I was like, if you could just get your drive going, you'd throw 90.
Yeah.
And you literally got your drive going, you threw 90.
Yeah.
So Kale kept saying you got 92 in you. Don't you feel that?
I think so. I feel like I keep working, keep doing the lifts, keep doing the drills. I get in the game. I feel like adrenaline kicks in. I could 92, 93, hopefully. I think so. Awesome, and keep working the program for sure.
Yeah, no, because you're in sneakers, you're on a turf mound.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited. So let's go back to camp. So why did you come to camp?
Basically, I just finished my freshman year in college, and I was only sitting like 81, 82 during the season. And I was like, I need to change something. I've heard of TopVelocity before because my brother, he showed me all the lifts. He showed me how to do all the Olympic lifting. And I was like, this is something that works for me because I started getting into the lifts like 2 years ago. And I felt like it was helping me. Like I didn't make the big gains because I didn't come down here and do like the throwing drills with the lifting. But like I saw some gains and I was like, this is something I need to do. Like eventually I need to do it. And I talked to my dad about it this summer and I was deciding whether to play summer ball or whether to come down here. And it's like, I only throw an 81, 82. No coach is gonna really like me if I'm throwing 82. So I was like, TopVelocity is the place for me. I came down here, trained for 2 months, and it worked out for the best.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, you got to maintain what you're doing,
right?
But it's working. So.
Yeah, it's definitely working, and it's something I'm gonna keep doing even when I get to school. Like it's a grind, and you just got to continue it no matter what. Just because you see a little bit of gains doesn't mean you stop. You got to keep going.
Yeah, because you could lose them.
Yeah, for sure. You can lose them just like that.
So talk about in the program because a lot of guys are going to want to know. 2 months, they're going to get pretty excited. Everybody was like, well, here's someone only did it in 2 months. Like, how can I get just 2 months? So talk about what do you think was really significant in your training that really helped you get to 90?
I think the most important part for me was the power clean. Like I came in power cleaning 215. My form was really bad. I sat down and figured out what would be the best thing for me to do, and I figured out my form. My form got so much better, and after 8 weeks, my power clean, jumped up from 215 to 250 in just 2 months. That's the biggest part was like that jump in power clean. It made my vertical went from a 25 to a 31. And it just made me a more explosive pitcher, more explosive athlete in general.
And then when you got on the mound, you knew how I can use this now.
Yeah, it transferred really easily and really fast. I feel like that was the best.
So you felt like it was an easy transfer?
Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. Like obviously the 2 weeks prior, I've been working like lateral drills with Kenneth in the facility, and like honestly, it just transferred easily. Like I didn't have to think too much about it. It just happened.
Poor Kenneth. He's like a foot taller than you, and you beat him to 90.
Kenneth's got it though. Like, he's got it. He can do it.
Well, that's cool. And how tall were you when we measured you?
5'10".
You're 5'10", so you're an under 6 foot guy hitting 90. It's pretty
5'10",
fun.
180. So
pretty exciting, huh?
Keep gaining weight on. I got it.
Yeah. No, you had, and that's one thing. They were saying Like, what are some of the key things? Good to hear about your power clean.
Yeah.
But also too, I've seen a not a huge weight gain, but a pretty significant weight gain. You've gotten, more defined.
Yeah, I put on a lot of muscle, and I've gained 9 pounds since I've been here, so a little over a pound a week. So that's definitely helped a lot.
Cool. And I just remember, this to get here, your dad did a lot. So I'm sure you're thankful, right?
I'm very fortunate for my dad. He helped me out a lot, and he's the reason why I'm here. So yeah, big thanks to him.
It was interesting. He came down because he was doing all the right things, calling everybody, and we didn't know at the time because we got all these houses, and we were like, book as soon as you can because we're getting these houses now. We're sure everybody's gonna come, and he waited like one day too long, and he literally flies down here, and he walks in. He's like, "What happened?" And I'm like, "Sorry, man. Like they're all booked." And he was not happy.
Yeah, I remember that call.
He was like, "You're not going?" Was that what it was? And then eventually we found him a house.
Yeah, he was just like frustrated. He's like, "I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to figure out something." It got hectic, and then we found Kim's house, and
and it worked out.
Yeah.
But your dad obviously was a bit pivotal in getting you here because he was working hard.
He put in a lot of work to get me here. That's
cool.
For sure.
Well, cool. Well, and you gave him 90, and I'm sure he feels it's worth it.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's just going to keep getting better. I mean, any last words for guys out there? Like, think about it. A lot of people are watching this where you were before you came here. Just talk to those guys. Like, tell them how all this works, or not just TopVelocity. Tell them about life and like what you think is the best approach for guys that are trying to live their dreams in the game.
I mean, don't let people tell you that you can't do it. Like, I was at school, and not just at school this year, but like in the past, I had people tell me like I can't do it. Like, I'm not meant to pitch. Like, I'm too small. Like, don't listen to those people. Like, you can come here and you can work your butt off and you can get that 90. You can get more than 90. Like, I don't know, man. Like, just proving all those people wrong was really what fueled me, and like I'm really happy to be at this point right now because I get to go back to school and prove all those people wrong now. That should really be the drive that you get.
That's huge, man. So just telling all those guys, you got to believe, right?
Yeah, you have to believe in yourself. You have to have confidence first in yourself because nobody else will.
And you gotta and when you have that confidence, then you gotta just keep grinding.
Yeah,
and making sure you're not just ignorant about it. Like, you're smart. Like, you gotta learn how it works.
Right.
And you gotta apply it in the right place.
Exactly. You gotta learn from other people. Like, ask a lot of questions. Make sure you're learning. Take what works for you. Don't just like see somebody doing this and you start doing it. You gotta see what works for best for you
and understand why it works.
Exactly. Understanding is the most important part. Like, Brent here has us like at the camps. He wants us teaching us the other guys so that we better understand it, and that's a big part is understanding what you're doing and why you're doing it.
Because then when you lose it, you can get it back.
Exactly.
And that's a key thing because we lose it a lot in this game because things are always changing.
Right.
Bodies are always aching and feeling different ways, and you got to, if you know how it works, you can always get it back.
Yep.
So, I mean, any specific guys out there that you want to throw their names out that really helped you?
Kale, Kenneth, Matt, Adam Garcia. He's not here right now, but he helped a lot while he was here. Just those guys, they really helped me a lot. They pushed me and they showed me how to do what I need to do.
Cool.
Yeah.
It takes a team. It takes a group effort.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we got guys out there that just want to help each other. We're all here for the same reason and the same goal, and it's awesome. It's like a family kind of out there. It's the best part about it.
Awesome, man. We're pretty excited.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think more velocity is going to come.
For sure.
You're always welcome back. So we're excited. Another top V testimonial.
Thank you.